Hey, what's going on? This is Chosen. Since when do I say what's going on? Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, we are going to be diving into the Tag Team Arena update that's going to be adjusting some of the tiers. I don't think it was the right way to go about it. I do think it's kind of better than the old system, but I will explain why I think it is not the way to go about it, and then also how I would do it differently and what I would change if I was in charge of going over the Tag Team Arena changes that you see down here in the 5.50 patch notes. Because obviously the Tag Team Arena is a point of contention. A lot of players do not enjoy it, and we definitely need to see some changes coming to that area of the game to make it more accessible and more enjoyable for the player base in general. So we're just going to dive into that and talk about the number adjustments and what I would have done differently and all that type of stuff to get you caught up on my opinions of the Tag Team Arena update. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, I'm sure most of you are familiar with this by now, so I don't need to cover like the patch 5.50 patch notes extensively, but basically what they're doing on the Tag Team Arena update is expanding the tiers, increasing the player limit along with the number of promotion and demotion places. Obviously, that's going to happen. Anytime you adjust how many people are in it, you're going to have to scale up the promotion and demotion that takes place every week, so that makes perfect sense, and it will now be easier to rise through the tiers and reach higher echelons of Tag Arena play. And what they did here on most of these tiers is they kind of about doubled them. Like you see 18,000 to 30,000, 60 to 100, 45 to 70. Like not quite double. Some of them are double, like Silver 1 right here goes from 15 to 30. And somewhere actually all of the ones in Silver exactly double. Then some of the ones in Gold are a little bit different. Like Gold 1 actually more than doubled. And then we don't quite get doubles on the other ones until we get to Gold 4. But all in all, I do think this is a positive change and should be a good thing. But they're not doing it the way that I would do it, and that's what I want to talk about right now. So if I pull up this little chart up here, you know me, I had to pop on into a spreadsheet and get the stuff laid out so I can see it nice and cleanly. And I will also tweet this out. There's a link to my Twitter page down below where whenever I set up a little graphic like this, I always tweet it out so you guys can have it as well. But anyway, you can see I've got the old right here, and then the new, and then the change, and then what I would do over on the right. I would not have it based on a flat number. I would have it based on a sliding percentage scale. Where you have to get into the top certain percent of players to go ahead and level up into that. So you can see, they do it as a flat number, and I'm trying to ask myself why, because a lot of the games that I play, StarCraft and stuff, where they have a ladder, like it'll be like Master League is top 1% or 2% or whatever, Gold League is top 30, 40%, whatever, is the way I've always experienced it in ladders. But for whatever reason, Raid is wanting to do it as a flat number. And I guess why not? I might as well pull it up if I'm talking about it really quick. But so this is like an example of a ladder that I grew up on, participating in all the time. And you can see where like your very top rank is just a flat amount of players. It's not a certain percentage. And then you scale it down from Master, Diamond, Platinum, Gold, Silver, and then Bronze as the lowest rank. And right here, I need to fix my green screen. All right, there we go. So, yeah, I maybe I'm biased and I prefer this kind of way, but it just seems like doing the percentage way is going to be much better because you can scale with your player base. If your player base grows or shrinks a little bit over the course of time, every week in the arena, you would just have a flat basis, a percentage of those players. So I would prefer a system more like that personally. Which is why over on the right side there where I put Chosen's category, that's what I would do. And obviously those numbers would need to be tested and kind of scaled and changed. I just kind of spitballed it off the top of my head here, where you get like the top 5% of the player base up in Gold 4, and then you just kind of scale it back from there. And I'm surprised they haven't added like a Challenger League or a Platinum tier right here below Gold 4 on top of the current Tag Team Arena. They're just kind of leaving it at Gold 4. Which is how, if you haven't played Raid since the beginning, there used to be no Platinum tier. It used to be just like this. It used to just stop at Gold 4, and you had a bunch of players in there. But then they added the Platinum tier, where they had a more competitive, kind of Grandmaster type arena, where there is not a guaranteed kind of percentage of players, but it is just a flat number, similar to how they are doing the Tag Team Arena. And it started at 300. They later expanded it to 500. And if I did end up adding like a platinum tier in Tag Team Arena, you would probably just make that a nice even top 1% of players, and they could kind of brag about being in the top 1%, and then you would keep like gold 4, top 5, top 10, and kind of scale back from there. Now, there is a little bit of a discussion to be had. Maybe you don't want to barrage new players with the Tag Team Arena, so maybe I shouldn't have Bronze 1 include everybody. I just put top 100%, and you're in Bronze 1. Maybe there should be a little bit of a barrier to entry, just so new players don't get overwhelmed. So maybe put that like, you know, top 90% and leave the top like the bottom 10% of brand new newbies to the game, not having to worry about Tag Team Arena. Those are little things you can fine tune and adjust as you are going about it. But anyway, I also try to ask myself, why would Plarium want to leave this as a flat number and not do it kind of how I want it by having a percentage base? And there's always a balance between like the game developers and the game side of things, and then the business aspect and trying to earn revenue with the game. So you try to marry those two aspects of a game to get both a good game that is also profitable for the company. And I wonder if they think having a flat number will make it slowly more competitive over time as the player base grows. Like if you go from 500,000 players to 1 million players, all of a sudden that flat number of only allowing 2,500 people in gold 4 is going to slowly over time become more and more competitive, so your high spenders will have to spend more and more. It could be something like that as a reason to why we see them kind of being beholden to the flat number count instead of sliding on over to a percentage scale, because the percentage scale will change and kind of evolve with your player base, whereas the flat number will not. And maybe with their analytics, they've got access to way more data. Maybe that makes or drives incentive for people that are spending money on the game to slowly keep doing that over the course of time as the player base grows. But that can backfire. Also, you're really kind of betting on yourself as a game, because if the player base goes from 500,000 to 200,000 and your player base shrinks, well, now it just got easier and people have to spend less money to kind of maintain that top flat number of being in the rank they want to be in for Tag Team Arena. So it's kind of a bet on yourself in terms of hoping your player base continues to grow, if that was kind of your goal in going with a system that is flat instead of percentage based. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. Would love to hear what you think down below. And like I said earlier, I'll tweet this out if you want a nice little breakdown of the different changes, the old, the new, and the different arena tiers. If you'd like to have access to that, it's over on the Twitter. It's over on the Twitter page, and I will get that sent out. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. And as always, have a great rest of your Friday as we head into the weekend here. I will catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.